Hey, what's up? This is Chrissy, and you are listening to my favorite podcast, Hardly Heroes.
So I get a strange little notification on my phone that I have a new follower on the Hardly Heroes Instagram.
Oh.
And I look, and I'm like, no, this couldn't be.
It is.
And who is it but Indigo Radio? And for all you people that don't know who Indigo Radio is, that is the one.
He's a
The
smart,
only-
wise man.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
With a beard and some gray hair.
Very
Not Gandalf
luscious
the
beard.
Gray.
No.
We're talking about Manny.
Manny the Gray.
Yeah, Manny the Gray
Manny the White.
has joined social media, people.
The lesser known Manny the Gray.
Yeah. But I couldn't believe it. I had multiple people come up to me this week. Was like, hey, who's Indigo Radio? And he's on Instagram.
Who asked?
And they're rocking a Hardly Heroes. And then
Yeah.
you finally posted for the first time.
Yeah.
Letty asked me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's like, I wasn't going to accept it. And she's like, I thought I saw Manny's beard. And then you posted about Robin, so.
Yeah. I thought I should
Which-
probably post something.
Yeah, and you kind of screwed me over. Michelle's like, look, Manny's all posting something nice. I'm
Oh, really? Wow. I'm sorry to beat you to the punch.
like, you know.
You know, I mean,
Well, mine is the show's Instagram.
I was going to ask you, so you don't do your own, right?
No, that's the show's. I have my own, but I don't
But you don't
post
do
on it
anything,
anymore.
yeah. That's
This
what I
is
thought.
just for the show.
Yeah. I mean, I was
It
going
was
to
hilarious.
our little boy is growing up.
I know.
I was going to save this for the part of the other part of the show, but we could talk about it now. I was going to kind of share my story about
Well, no, I just
getting on fucking social media.
no, I was gonna save that for later in the show. I really wanted to bring it up because so many people asked me about it. My brother hit me up.
He
Letty-
knows who Indigo Radio is.
I know, but it's still just
didn't-
funny that everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Man, he's on social media." I'm like, "I know, dude. I feel the same
Is
way."
something? Is everything okay?
Yeah, and Michelle was like,
No,
"I was his
it's
first follower." I was like, "I don't think so."
I think Hardly Heroes was.
Yeah, I was on it.
There it is.
But I was like, is he going to post? And then it was cool. So we have 2 posts by Manny.
I do.
Dose.
One of Robin.
Yes.
Second one, Power Rangers.
Technically,
Yes.
it's me and Robin and I. And
Yeah.
I instantly thought when I posted that, I thought to myself, if I was like a big celebrity, I could only imagine the people going, "Oh, way to go, dude! To post a full picture of you and a little picture of your wife right behind her or right behind you." You know,
Oh,
like
man.
you fucking douchebag. It was like I could just see it. I could see it coming at me.
Oh,
That's
man.
what she said.
There you go.
But, oh no, it was funny to, see you finally putting yourself out there for
I'm
a
trying.
listener.
You know
trying
what?
a
No, you
little.
know what it is? Is he's trying to keep tabs on us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's doing.
Hey, somebody's got to do it. I gotta.
So now for all our listeners, you can follow Manny
oh.
at Indigo Radio number 4.
No. Let's
Indigo
hold on.
Radio
I'm
4.
sorry because I forgot. He's also on Twitter now.
I
Oh.
did.
I forgot about
And
that.
there's-
He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
We should just get into this now.
Or no, well, all right, let's start the show because I have some other stuff that I'm really excited
Okay.
about.
Well, then before we start the show, I was gonna play some badminton. Do you guys have a shuttlecock I could borrow?
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
High above the city, they shine in my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks, we fight. For the right crosses, we go. For the ninjas, we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects our infinite Earths are in crisis. Our wars are civil but secret. Here come Buddy, Manny, and Aaron, blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Aaron.
Yes, he remembers this time.
Aaron. So before we get into the show,
Oh,
We're gonna
man.
get back into this.
I have something really important I want to tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
Today is National Handshake Day.
Oh, he beat you to it.
I didn't even say anything yet last week.
I know.
So
we did.
I want to give handshakes
Thank
all
you.
around.
Thanks.
Oh.
I wanted to be Aaron to the punch
I didn't even
on the days of the week.
I didn't even have it ready, man. You got it, man.
When are
That's
we
all
getting
you.
Hand Gibber Day?
Yeah, for real. Hand gibber days all around.
Gibber the hands.
That was a pretty firm handshake, by the way. Nice
Thank you.
handshake.
I was
That's
very
good.
excited that
Yeah,
I
it
was going to
nice.
be Aaron to the punch.
It's very professional.
And the
Not
best
too
part,
hard, not too soft. That's
is-
what she said.
Oh, come on.
a listener gave me the heads up, was like, hey,
Today?
I got a little tip for you. And I was like, what?
You know what today is?
You want to beat Aaron to the punch? And I'm like, what are we talking about here?
Does everybody say
Put out
beat
the
Aaron to
hand.
the bunch?
Yeah, to the bunch.
To the bunch.
Bunch or the punch?
And then to the bunch, like the bunch of oats, because I'm all about oats and protein.
There it is. I got you.
So he puts out his hand and he was like, today's National Handshake Day. And we shook hands and I was like,
Nice.
I can't wait. So I've been
Oh.
waiting and waiting this whole time. I was like, I got to beat him to it, so don't forget.
I don't even
Yeah.
I don't even have to do it now. He got it, man. I'm done.
So today's
done.
National Handshake
Did my job.
Day.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
See ya. Have a good night.
Bye. All right, let's get into this social media thing. 'Cause
Okay.
I know everybody wants to know, and I am dying to know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story on how this went
Oh,
down. It
right.
was actually pretty intense for me. Okay, so I
On a
thought
scale 1 to 10, how intense?
I'd say probably an 8.5.
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
feel like you were in a tent? Like so intense you were in a tent?
In multiple tents.
Wow.
In tents.
So
All
could you
kinds of
give us
tents.
something a little more that
Okay,
let's
I started with the easy one. I started with Instagram, as you just explained to everybody.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, not so bad. I think I kind of like Instagram. It's photo based. You don't really share your opinion unless you have a photo or a video to share with it, right? So people aren't just going, "This is what I ate," or no. This is. I'm sorry.
Well, no, they
It's
are
like-
saying, "Hey,
yeah,
this
do
is
they
what
that
I ate
too,
today."
You're
yeah.
right. You are right. I've already seen a few.
Here's
of
my
those.
beef Wellington, bitch.
But
That
they
was
don't.
that was a picture
they-
taking. I don't know.
That was a.
It was a broken duck camera.
sounded like a squishing of a tomato.
Okay, so
or
because it's all
something.
photos, I'm okay with that. So I went and got on Twitter, and I was like, I don't know about Twitter. I don't know if I'm really liking that because it's a lot of opinion sharing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Twitter's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't like Twitter.
It's the worst.
So then
I don't like tweeting.
I go,
The Twitter? The tweet on the
Sorry.
Twitter?
no, it's all right.
No, keep going.
So
Keep going.
I go, Robin, let's talk about this. I can't do everything I want with the show without jumping on social media. I go, can you agree with me that if I wanted to push the show to its full potential, I have to be on social media? She goes, yes, that is true.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, that means I have to get on Facebook. And she goes, do you have to? You can't start a fake Facebook? I didn't know you could really do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I might do that, but who knows? I don't know. So
That actually would be kind of funny is if it was just a picture of one of his cats
Yeah.
and that's the profile picture and then everybody knows like, hey, that's Manny's underground account and
Yeah,
people
and-
can kind of mess with
and I'm
it.
okay with saying it over the show because the people that are listening, I invite them to come
Check you out.
Come check me out.
There
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
fine. People that aren't listening, people that are still friends on my deactivated site.
On your MySpace page.
Did I say my? No, I said Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. Did
They're
you have
still-
a Facebook ever?
I have a Facebook. Okay, so get this.
Oh,
So
man.
I
Oh,
did.
I
I
love
did
it.
Instagram. I did Twitter, and then I was like, I'm gonna go boot up my Facebook.
There it is.
Wow.
I get in. You log in. You immediately activate your profile.
Yeah.
My profile has been deactivated for probably 10 years.
A decade.
Yeah.
What were you, friends with the Zuckbucks?
The last time I last time I posted something was probably 08,
Wow.
Wow.
09,
All right.
08. Yeah.
can
So it's
dig
almost 10.
Yeah.
So everything comes flooding in. I see friends. I'm getting emails on like, "Hey, you've activated your Facebook. Congratulations!"
Manny's like,
that
what
what
did I
happened?
do?
I see people I haven't seen in a long time. I'm starting to hyperventilate a little bit. I go through a slight panic attack.
On a
and I'm
scale
like-
1 to 10, how high is this
How,
panic?
That's what I'm
how
saying.
intense?
I'm gonna go 8.5. Only because
8.5 tenths?
yes, 8.5
Okay.
tenths. I only because I don't. For people that actually do have panic attacks and hyperventilate, that's a
I don't
whole
know
nother-
anybody like that.
I don't know either, but I just so
Oh, shit.
so it's activated.
Uh-huh.
I immediately start to panic.
Sure.
And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't need Facebook, right? I told Robin, I don't need it. I could deactivate this.
Why
Where the
would you-
fuck is deactivate?
Why would you eat it?
I don't need it.
I don't eat it.
I don't eat it.
I don't eat Facebook
I beat
either.
it. I beat it.
Oh, weirdo.
So I'm having a tough time trying to find where the deactivation button is.
Oh no.
And I can't find it, and I'm stressing out. Rob's
They
like,
hide it from
don't
you.
worry, it's there somewhere. So I found it, and I deactivated it.
So how long was it up?
5 minutes.
Probably about 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
That was rough.
Now, what have you panicked more in besides logging into your Facebook?
More
Like, so they
death.
Okay, well,
so
that
that's the
makes,
spectrum. Activating your
Death and
Facebook.
Facebook.
I mean, I think about it. I'm like, yeah, death makes. When I think about death for too long, I might have a panic attack.
Yeah, no,
I was
I'm
waiting
with you.
for him
yeah.
to say like some awkward moment or something.
I was like,
that.
well, it was when I was dressing up for the prom and I was getting ready and
Yeah.
I really
I-
wasn't.
or
ready for
asking
it.
Robin
prom.
out for
Oh.
a date for the first time or
There it
something like
is.
that. No, death and Facebook.
I think she kind of asked me.
That should be your autobiography, Death and Facebook.
Death between death and Facebook.
So you're thinking about making a
A fake.
Fake
Yeah.
Facebook.
So people will recognize the second they see it, they're going to be like, that's Manny. I know. And because they'll know. I'm not going to say what it is, but they'll know that it's me and they have to come find me. And that's okay. But mostly I want the Facebook so I can help you guys get on Facebook and talk to people and communicate. And
Sure.
so I can see what you guys are doing and what our fans are doing.
The one that we haven't done as a group is Snapchat.
I didn't care for that. It doesn't sound like anybody's really.
it's-
Is that
it's
important
cool.
to
It's-
promoting our show? You
I
really think so?
mean,
It's
You know-
well. Here's the thing.
What is-
Snapchat is growing.
It's super growing.
huge. Like everybody that all the kids that were using Facebook are all using Snapchat now.
Well, what's funny is the real young generation, like my nephew, he's 11. They don't use Facebook. They only use Snapchat. Like Facebook is, I
Yeah.
mean, for the kids that are like 18 or
Right.
like 20 and up,
Or
we're all
38.
on Facebook.
Right.
That and up are on Facebook. But remember, it kind of trickles off for the younger generation.
Yeah.
And Snapchat is where it's at.
Well, and that's the thing. There's always going to be something new and
Yeah.
something that's different.
yeah.
Just like
Facebook-
Tumblr.
So then I went in.
Tumblr.
I reactivated my MySpace. No, I'm just joking.
I was like,
No.
really?
No.
I wish I knew my login to my MySpace.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm trying it out. Like you said, I've got 2 posts up there. I have to tell you that they're a little forced. I did it because I thought I'm on
Oh, sure.
Instagram now, so I have to do this. And then so I post a picture of Robin and I.
But you got a hashtag.
That's okay. I totally forgot all about that stuff. And then I saw you post something, and there was
Like 1,000 hashtags.
So what do I have to do with what are the hashtags?
All right,
Like,
so a hashtag
I feel so fucking
is,
old. Right now.
I know. Is the
What's
it's
a
one
hashtag?
word altogether. So like
That-
every post, no matter what, has a hashtag Hardly Heroes.
Hashtag-
sidekicks.
Hashtag
because
dick
that's our
mark.
thing,
All right.
Or whatever's
Dick
going
marks.
on in the
I
picture.
need a picture of the dick mark.
Like if I had a Star Wars shirt on, put hashtag Star Wars, hashtag Star Wars shirt. By the way, need to bring something up real fast.
I
but
saw
we-
that.
Are you
shirt
going to talk about
got.
Jason? Are you going to talk about Jason?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other day I was coming home, and since we were
lucky
on
home.
Instagram, I know, right? I really gave it to the home.
Wow. Right in the
Pounded it in there.
He brought it home.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to go out downtown, and we're getting ready to leave, and the mail shows up. And Michelle's like, "Hey, you got a bag in the mail," and throws it. And I'm like, "Is it something from Geek Fuel? Because I'm not really expecting anything.
Okay.
What is it?" But first person Jason sent me an Empire Strikes Back shirt. They said he was out of stock, and he hooked me up because he refunded my money and
Oh.
still gave me the T-shirt. So I want to give a big shout out to Jason at First Person Clothing. You guys need to make sure you go check out his stuff because his stuff is awesome. And I'm about to go order some more
I thought I was
stuff.
supposed to get a shirt.
I don't know what happened with that,
Ah.
and I don't really care because I got a shirt,
Okay.
and y'all kids suck it.
Well, we can't
Shirt is
officially promote anybody's
true.
business until we all get a little piece of the pie.
Well, I'm promoting you, Jason, and you
There you-
can send me stuff whenever you like. And I will be buying some more stuff. But make sure you guys go check out his stuff. He's got some awesome Star Wars. He's even got some Rogue One stuff for you people that like Rogue One.
There's a lot of people that like Rogue One.
I don't.
Well, I know you don't.
But yeah, I was pretty excited. So I just wanted to give him a big thanks
Well,
for
look
hooking
at
me
that.
up, Jason.
wow.
It's always nice to get something nice in the mail.
Hey, when you suck a guy's dick, he'll do anything for you. He'll send you
Hey,
a shirt. Here you
Don't
go.
be jealous because I'm getting free shit. All right.
I'm not jealous. I don't know why we're promoting stuff that I never got a shirt.
Well, maybe if y'all said some nice stuff about him every once
Hey,
in a
whoa,
while.
he was the first
he talks
one.
shit about Aaron
He
all
was-
the time. Why
And
could you
me and him
expect-
talk all the time on Facebook. He was
You
our
talk to
first
everybody.
real
That
fan.
doesn't count.
Yeah, technically, he was the one that threw the first stone at me, so I just retaliated. That's
He
all
was
I'm
our
saying.
first real big fan.
That's true.
Was he?
We met him after the 5th episode when we went to WizardCon for the first time. We were like, hey, we do a podcast. He must have been the only person we passed out a sticker
Yeah,
to.
probably.
He's like, I used to do a podcast too, and I bought some stuff from We Always Stayed in Contact. And he's always writing in, giving us stuff about the show, giving us gaff.
Maybe I'll follow him on Instagram.
Oh.
Ooh.
Maybe get to know him,
And then you'll be getting
Maybe.
the free swag.
throw a few little,
Like, hey, you-
compliments
Yes.
his way.
I guess.
Well, I tagged him in our post.
You are so
hashtagged
cool,
him.
Jason. You are like the best, Jason. You have
I
the
mean-
best stuff.
What is
Whatever.
that voice?
He at least
It is Trump.
Oh,
I don't know that.
such a. You're so great. It's awesome. You're so great, Jason. Wall. It's everything. Gina.
Wall.
Anyways.
What about Ginas?
No.
Oh.
It's China.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
So yeah, I just wanted to give a big thanks to first person Jason.
So the one thing I was feeling about social media is I feel like things are like I have to force myself to do it. And then I feel, for lack of a better word, I feel fake. I feel like I'm doing it because I'm supposed to do it.
Okay.
And I fucking hate feeling like that. I feel not real.
You are real.
I'm a real boy,
Yes.
but the things I do
I'm a real boy.
are
I'm Pinocchio.
I'm a real boy now.
peer pressure
Yeah.
from, social
From the social media.
from the socialness.
From the
I don't
socials
know.
of the socials.
So-
Yeah, but what I see it as, sometimes I feel the same way. Like I'm always posting stuff and like, keep putting our show out there and, trying to post and all this stuff. But what I think about every time I post is, what if one person sees it and we get a new subscriber from that?
Yeah.
We're getting somebody that's like, man, I love this. And, is that much more into our show. And that's why I'm constantly, anytime I can, I bring up the show. Actually, let's just throw it out there.
Oh, dear.
This guy's probably going to be pretty pissed. But this guy that I met the other day was asking me if I was, very entrepreneurial, like looking for people.
That's exactly how you pronounce it, too.
Entrepreneurial.
So he was asking
Robin,
me
by
about
the
some
way?
stuff. Yeah, I know, right? I finally got it right.
Yeah.
Finally got it right. So this guy's asking me, and he knows I do a podcast and stuff, and he said he's going to listen, which I doubt he is.
Okay.
I doubt it. And so he's trying to ask me about this stuff and if I'd be interested. And he's like, what are you passionate about? And I said, you know what I'm fucking passionate about? I'm
Masturbation.
Exactly. I'm
Once a
passionate.
day at least.
Yeah, once a day, that's it?
Well, I don't want to do it at work.
I mean, you can go in the bathroom, tug one out real fast.
Yeah.
Once in the morning, when you
once
get up.
Yeah.
Once
before-
at work.
I gotta leave
and
some,
then once
leave
when
some
you get home.
space for the wife. I can't just use it all up.
So he's asking me, like, what are you passionate about? And I went on this, like, crazy spiel about how the podcast means the most to me. I'm trying to give it 110% because, when this does end or if it goes anywhere, I said most people that are successful say that they gave it their all and really tried as hard as they can,
Yeah.
and did everything they possibly could to do it. And I felt this whole new, like, sense of, like, recharge about the podcast and wanting to push it as hard as I can.
And you were talking to a random stranger?
Yeah, I talk to a lot of any person I can
Oh, but
pimp
you're-
myself
yeah,
out
I
to.
got
I
you.
do. And I felt bad because he's trying to sell me on something else. And I'm like, the only thing I care about right now is the podcast. And I'm like, if it has nothing to do with that, then I already am getting pulled in so many different directions that if it takes away from this, then it's not worth my time because this is what I want to spend my time doing. And I think that's where I get a lot of the motivation of being like, man, I got to post more. Man, I got to,
I
do
can see
this.
that. And that's why I did this. That's why I got on social media because I want to help promote the show and I kind of want to get into that world. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not a great like I'm not a photographer at all. I was going to say I'm not a photographer, but I like photography, and that's what I like Instagram for a lot. A good example is, I don't want to bring the show down, but Trent's old.
Yeah.
My friend Trent, he passed away. His Instagram was fucking weird as shit, but they were
Super
like
weird.
all really cool pictures, and they weren't of him. They were all of random ass shit,
Yeah.
and they were like cool photography, and like that's what I like. But
Yeah, I don't know how many photos of myself I'm going to be taking.
Sure.
I don't think I'm that type of person.
No, but I do
or
like
my meals. I don't think my
No,
meals are going to
I don't like doing meals, but I do like to do, if there's stuff you guys are doing or stuff I'm doing, make sure you tag in Hardly Heroes.
I will
and
get you. Yeah, I got to do that because
I'll show you how to do all that stuff. But it's
I'll
good.
show you, old man.
And what I'm hoping is it's going to kind of snowball effect and getting people to, take pictures with their stickers or their business cards in random places.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that kind of takes off and stuff. But we're getting new followers every day. I got 2 today.
Awesome.
That are following us. So it's, it's slow growing, but, we're working in the right direction. And
How many followers do we have?
give me a moment.
17,506.
I think we're like 230.
Okay.
It's not bad.
I mean, it's not great. It's not bad. 219.
Oh, okay.
There you
All right.
go.
We're following 315. We have 132 posts that I've.
Boom.
Nice.
A lot of Manny,
Oh yeah.
Manny. I don't know why.
because you're in a lot of our pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a lot of
We're trying
all
to
of us.
we include you.
Yeah.
So my second post
Yeah.
was the Power Rangers movie.
yes.
So you saw.
Oh, I got a funny story about that too.
I went ahead.
about his Power Rangers post.
No, about
Oh.
Power Rangers.
I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I saw that they had like a special edition at Target, and I was like, I didn't hear too many good things about this movie.
I liked it.
But fuck it, I'm gonna buy it.
Sure.
So I bought it, and I watched it that night. I was pleasantly surprised.
It was good.
Yeah.
My least favorite part was when they actually got into their suits.
Yep.
Really.
And they spent about 2 minutes in their suits before they took their faces off and got into the Zords. And then I was just like, we didn't even get to see them in their suits. They're now just sitting in Zords with their masks off. They had their masks off for like 2 minutes.
Oh really?
But the actual up to that point was actually really good. I mean, building up the characters. Yeah,
And that's what you have to do.
the Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger were a little bit throwaway characters, but they kind of tried to fit them in there the best
But-
as they can.
Like how they were constantly trying to get better, and it wasn't just like they failed once and then they got it the second time.
Yeah.
It was like a repeated thing. They were just like felt broken and beaten down. They're like, we're never going to be able to do this.
I forgot you saw that. You went and watched it in theater, right?
Yeah, I saw it on my birthday.
Rita, awful.
Yes.
Really?
Awful.
Oh.
She looked bad.
I don't know why people thought Elizabeth Banks can play that role. She is not that kind of like, she should just be somebody drunk in a comedy. I thought that's what she did most of the
Yeah,
time.
she just didn't look good. Her character didn't look good. I don't know. She was throwaway.
So
to me.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. You haven't watched it yet, so you don't have a whole lot to
It's
say about
okay.
it. But
No. I mean, I know, all I know is from the reviews I've seen, and a lot. Like, yeah, the first couple ones were like, yeah, this isn't good, but it's not great. Everything I've read now about it, so, I haven't read anything lately, but it's like kind of just middle of the road. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing. It's just
It was
it's
funny.
fine.
great soundtrack.
Oh, really?
I thought it was really artistic when they're first finding the headquarters, like going through the water. And
Oh,
stuff.
that was
that
super
whole
cool.
thing of them, like the whole adventure of them finding the headquarters was like really artistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. And the actors were pretty good too, except for maybe a couple of them. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I watched that a couple nights ago, and I actually enjoyed it.
My nephew texted me and was like, "Hey, Uncle, did you see Power Rangers?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, it was awesome." He was like, "Yeah, I liked it too." And he was asking me like who my favorite Ranger was, and I said Blue because he
Green.
was hilarious.
He's good.
Green's not in it. But
Well, I thought,
But he is.
Sorry.
He will be.
yeah, he will be.
I
And
hope they
then-
make a sequel, honestly. I'm
I
looking
think they
forward to
will.
it. Yeah.
And then he said he liked the Red Ranger, and he asked me, he's like, "So, you think my dad will like it?" And my brother's 40. He's 43.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I think he will." So my brother calls me and he's like, I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Did you watch Power Rangers?" He's like, "I made them cry." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Hey, Dad, will you watch Power Rangers?" They're like, "Fuck no." Or he's like, "Hell no." And they were just like, start crying. They're like, "Why not, Dad?" And he was like, "That's way beyond, like, because that was when I was a kid.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
when we were
Yeah.
kids, that was it. And your brother was, how
Yeah,
much older?
my
then?
brother's
I
12
was
years
probably
older
a
than
little
me.
too old to enjoy that, actually.
But it
myself.
was just so funny. Like, it was just like at snap of the finger. And
No.
he's like, seeing the disappointment in their face. He's like, I felt horrible because I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
But it's true. I mean, there was a short window period of where Power Rangers was popular.
Seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, and that age demographic is really small. So
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Cool.
I hope they don't gloss over like Green Ranger, because if they just go straight to
No.
White
Well,
Ranger, I'm
he's
gonna get
in the
pissed.
cameo.
They give you kind of a hint that he may be in a sequel.
Well, no, what I'm saying is because that was like a big thing. Tommy started as green and went
to white.
Went
Yeah.
to white. I think I recorded that though. It was like a 3-part
It was
episode.
a
yeah.
very big deal. I
and
remember that.
I had recorded it on VHS, the transformation from green to white, even though I like green better.
But the best part is at the end in the credits, they're like, there's a green sweatshirt over a chair, and they're like, Tommy.
Okay, I got it.
But I was like, oh shit. But at the very end of the movie, they show the guy that played Green Ranger and the girl that played Pink
Yeah.
Ranger at the
Yeah,
end,
as a
which
cameos,
was
yeah.
badass.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
But the Green
I'm surprised
Ranger
they were
was
the only
shit.
2 cameos they had.
Yeah,
from
me
what
too.
I
Well, the
understand.
Blue Ranger doesn't want anything to do with Power Rangers at all, because he got like allegedly like shamed for being gay,
Yeah.
like by the whole cast, and
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
like
Oh, I didn't know that.
so.
That's juicy.
Yeah, allegedly.
But he was my favorite. Who was your favorite Ranger in the movie?
Tommy.
No.
Oh, in this movie.
Yeah.
In this current movie?
I love.
I don't
the
know.
Blue
I liked
Ranger.
some things. Like, I thought that the Black Ranger, the Asian guy, was
Yeah.
he was an awful actor, but I kind of liked his character, that he was just like
A
this
loner.
just fucking. You find him in the middle of the forest, just beating on something with a hammer, just
Yeah.
like he's that guy.
All right.
I think I would have to go with overall. I don't know, man. They were all pretty good. I think the Red Ranger was playing a pretty good leader too. He kind of.
Yeah, just the Blue Ranger was so awesome. He was so funny.
He
made
was
me
pretty
laugh
funny,
The
yeah.
whole movie,
Yeah.
just like and he was so excited to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
See, now I'm
He's
gonna have
just
to
like,
watch
this
this
is
tonight.
so cool.
I might have to let you borrow the. I'll let you borrow the DVD.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll bring it
Oh,
back.
God, did you see his
Well, I
face?
mean, how long it took him to return the old one?
It's the yeah. Well, it'll
Robin's
be the DVD
movie?
Yeah, it did come back, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't remember.
It was
Well, it
Rob.
took 3 months.
Oh, ish.
Ish.
That's why he's getting the DVD and not the
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know, but that's my mo. That's what I
yeah.
do. That's why I'm like,
There it is. I can dig it.
And we're not going to record another episode till it comes back.
Wow.
whoa, Aaron,
Okay.
chop.
Okay, let's
I
get
don't
into
even have
something
it
that-
yet.
that
Are we
Aaron
getting into
actually
some meat and
knows
potatoes
about.
of the show?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this trailer we just watched.
Okay.
The
Marvels and Humans.
Marvel's Inhumans
Who wants
TV
to go
show.
first?
Well,
Hold on. So just to give people a little bit of a background, I don't know a whole lot about these guys. I did read a Guardians series that included them, so I got to know a little bit of the characters and kind of what they do and stuff, but I don't really know their backstory. But we do know that they have made the same cast has made an appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? No. But they have
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does have Inhumans.
not
totally
the same people.
Not the same at all.
What the fuck?
I don't understand.
That is weird. They've done such a good job with connecting everything.
They might connect these Inhumans to that one, but I don't
Do they
think...
even look the same? Is there a dog?
No.
Okay.
There's like a girl that...
Because the people that I see in the show are the people that I recognize from the comic books.
Yeah.
In this new show.
They
They don't look like that in...
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's just more of like, hey, I'm a normal person and I have inhuman powers and I'm called an Inhuman.
That's weird.
Basically. That's not...
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's,
is
I'm
weird.
generalizing,
So
but...
they're not aliens from another place? Or
They describe... Man, it's been so long since
does
I've
the leader
watched it.
talk?
Yes.
He's not supposed to talk. He's supposed to have a voice that's
Well,
so
there's
powerful.
not... That guy isn't in it. That
Oh.
character...
So maybe it's a whole nother setup. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's from...
Maybe they'll connect the two.
Yeah.
And they could. Isn't Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC as well?
Yeah, that's why I
So
thought it would
they-
all be the same.
They probably will connect it. I don't...
Maybe there's like an overall kind of like Guardians had another had an earlier version of the team, or
Yeah.
So
there's like constantly rotating Wu-Tang member clans.
Wu-Tang.
I mean,
There it is.
clan members.
Oh.
Not those kind of clan
Wait,
members.
what?
The Wu-Tang clan members.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah. So it's fine.
What'd you guys think? You know what it reminded me of? It's like the first X-Men movie.
It looks so
Maybe before
cheesy.
that. Maybe even before that, like the made-for-TV New Mutants.
Yeah, it
movie
looks
in the
so
late 90s,
cheesy.
Late 90s.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That was
why? Like
awful.
that dog part at the very end where he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind so much. I was actually glad that they went with the dog because the dog is
no,
supposed
I'm
to be
talking
part
about
of the
that
team.
very end part
Yeah.
where he's
Oh,
like
well, yeah.
acting goofy and stuff. I'm like,
He's
it
acting
just,
like a dog.
it just looks cheesy to me.
The female character with the red hair,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the character's name is. Oran? I think that's
Oran?
what- yeah. She's supposed to be super strong. She looked crappy.
Yeah, I saw a still, like a picture of just the cast. It was just like a cast photo.
Yeah.
And that was like a month or two ago, and it didn't look good at all.
And what's her name's red hair looks really
Yeah,
bad.
that red
Yeah.
hair just looks super fake.
Ramsey Bolton just looks like Ramsey Bolton, so it doesn't really matter what
And
he
he's
looks
even
like.
almost acting the same way.
Kind of, it seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like you can already tell he's going to be the villain.
I'm ready to hate him already. Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on.
I'm still hating him from the last show.
Oh, which starts next month.
Yes, it
I am
does.
steamed up.
You guys are excited?
Yeah.
Game of
Game of
Thrones?
Thrones.
Have the Game of Thrones party?
Yeah, I've already had people asking me if they're allowed to come.
Yeah,
That was me.
It's a VIP. They have to contact us.
Yeah, no, that was me asking him.
Was it really?
No, it's
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
Aaron's like, am I
Buddy,
invited?
Can you ask Manny if I can come to the Game
It's
of
like,
Thrones
can I
party?
get on the guest list?
You know which ones can be on the list.
Oh, and the best part is I have a Game of Thrones ale that I shall be bringing.
Nice.
It's got a Game of Thrones logo on it, but
Wait.
it's a beer.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I have all the prints that we made a while back of all the
Oh, yeah.
houses. Yeah, we have all these little
What?
flags everywhere.
we
and
went to
of all
town
yeah,
on
we
that.
got crazy with some prints. They're all in the closet actually behind you guys. And my mom gave me a crown for that day.
Oh,
to
no
wear.
shit. That's
yeah.
sweet.
Is it the golden one? That's
Do I
Yeah.
need to get anything done
doesn't even
before?
look like a Game of
Oh,
Thrones crown.
that's okay.
What day is it? I don't even know what day it is.
It's the
17th or something or other?
16th or the 17th.
Yeah.
But
and we are prepared.
I am excited.
Oh well, I have to apologize for to you guys because I didn't do a whole lot of show prep last night
That's okay.
because
Nor did I.
yeah,
Manny didn't do show.
I have to
Whoa.
admit this because one of my favorite shows started and it's one of the smuttiest shows out there. I don't even really like to watch these type of shows,
Oh,
but
no.
yesterday was the premiere
Cake Boss.
and it was a 2-hour premiere. And I had to
Oh
watch
my
the whole
God.
thing.
I'm so
and
mad
I'm
that I-
so fucking pumped that this is back on.
Now I have to watch it.
Big Brother.
Yes! Woo!
I tried doing show prep during Big Brother. It's a little difficult.
Oh God.
The one thing that whenever Big Brother starts, I go, this isn't the last cast. I got to get used to all these guys again.
Yeah.
I actually felt this season's. I was like, these are some interesting people. There's a lot of. They picked a lot of pretty people for this season.
Of course.
They've got a straight up geek that calls himself a cosplayer, and he's like. It's just like everywhere now. That's what I started thinking is that we keep having this conversation about when are we all going to get tired of superheroes and superhero movies, and when is this going to start to decline? When is this going to go the way of the westerns? It's just bleeding into everything else. It's okay to be a geek. It's okay to be a cosplayer, and it's like it's getting everywhere now. And even if movies eventually die out, it's in everything now. They can't get rid of it. They can't scrub the whole world of superheroes.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just saying that it's the big budget movies that it's dominating the box office.
What did DC? DC has like 3 movies next year coming out.
Yeah.
3. Like that's pretty big for a whole year. And
I
they're
really
just
want to see what Justice League's gonna do. Comes out November 17th.
yeah. So, but Big Brother.
I started thinking about you saying that. Didn't you say you used to audition?
I signed up like 3 years in a row and never
Yeah.
got it. Oh, you know what it is? I think the first season I ever watched was the one they had like an 89-year-old man on there.
Yeah.
That was 6-7 years ago. And ever since then, I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it. even though he was in way better shape than I was.
You need
Yeah.
to get
More
back on
in.
that.
Yeah,
Try to
they
get
do a
back
lot
on it.
more physical challenges
Yes,
at
they
the
do.
beginning. It's not you have to last through all that before you actually get to the like more mental challenges.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man. And they show this show 3 times a week. I'm like pumped.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Something like that.
So- yeah.
Or when
And then you got the live feed, of course.
Wednesdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays, I think. Something like that.
What do you mean? You can watch it live all the time?
We tried that. That's a little too much.
Oh, I
we did that for a while.
No, I did that. Yeah,
We
yeah,
did the live
because
feed.
there's no breaks. There is a little bit, but yeah, you can just log in and watch them doing whatever they're doing.
And sometimes you catch the crazy fucking drama unedited, which is
Yeah.
awesome. But most of the time on live feed, you're just watching them talk about the most random
Yeah.
shit, and you're like, "I'll just leave it
because
up."
because
they're-
they don't have TV or internet.
They don't
Right?
have
All they
TV,
have
they
is
don't
an
have
elliptical
books.
machine,
Yeah.
a pool table, and a chess set, and that's it.
They don't have books unless you read the Bible. If it's religious, then you can take it in there. They're in there for what? 60 days? 90 days?
90 days.
90 days. Not seeing the outside world, not being able to watch any television.
They see
not being able
some
to talk
producers, but that's it. Like a few producers they see.
They just
Is there a
get
lot of banging going on? Or?
Not
some. There's some.
There used to be a lot.
There is this fucking rockin' ass chick on there right now. She's like super fucking fit, and she's super smart, and I can't wait to see what she can do because she almost got kicked out on the first day, and she didn't though. So I'm like, I'm super, I'm super pumped that. I'm really happy about all these people. Yeah, I'm really rooting for some of them. So, but it's just an interesting concept. It's crazy. It's you got to be stuck in this
Yeah,
house.
it's like a weird
for
social
90
experiment.
days. And the thing that gets even weirder, the part that you don't think would get more intense, is when they get halfway through or more through the show, and there's a lot less people, and there's. That at the beginning of the show, you're kind of forced to hang out with people.
24.
But towards the end, when there's like 5 people in there, there's like 4 of them are best friends, and the one person is being shit on in the other
Yeah.
room, and you don't have anything to do but sit there in a empty
Yeah,
room
because
by yourself.
every week somebody gets kicked off.
And you watch these people, like, their minds start to fucking break, and they're like, they're gonna lose it. They're gonna lose it.
And that's the thing is watching it when there's like 10 to 5 people left. Watching the live feed, then it's just like they're pacing back and forth. They're talking
What
to
are they
themselves.
saying? What are they saying about me over there? I don't know. It's so crazy, man. It's intense. I feel like it's like it's like Survivor, but not on an island in a house.
Yeah,
So
So they have a pool table.
pool table. Oh, and
elliptical machine.
That's the other thing is that if I had nothing else to do, they have a full weight set.
Yeah, they do
Oh,
have
I
Just do that
get
all
jacked.
fucking day.
I
and a
just get
pool, and
jacked.
And a pool,
and a
yeah,
pool, yeah.
pool table.
I get jacked
corn.
as fuck.
What is it? Cornhole. They got like stuff like that. That's what it's called, right?
They got a shuttlecock.
Shuttlecocks.
Shuttlecocks?
Yeah.
I would just get ripped all day.
And
See,
And
I would
this
just play
season they-
pool. That's all I would do. is
The
just play
season
pool.
they have a personal trainer in there, and he's like, "Man, we're all getting jacked
Oh,
this
that's
summer."
funny.
And I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
I would be like, "Yes!"
Woohoo! Come out shredded as fuck.
Yeah. So that's why the show is a little limited.
That's
today.
okay.
I
I
apologize.
understand.
I knew you guys would. I thought, I get my day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah, I did. I
you
kinda-
redeemed yourself by getting on social media.
This is
I mean,
true.
you can mentally check out for the next 4 weeks. I'm like, yeah, you got
Wait,
on
whoa,
social media.
Don't say that. Don't tell him that.
No, but he couldn't do that.
I know. I'm just saying. Don't give
No,
him
I-
I
the
was
idea.
about to say,
have it in
it's
me.
probably hard enough for him just this one episode.
Did
Let
like
alone-
as soon as the show was over, I just started cramming shit into an outline.
yeah,
Just like
there we go.
just
What was
Even
that?
told
that was
me-
me typing.
What was that?
that?
Oh, a digga.
I saw him
Digga,
today for lunch, and he was like, I was hoping to cram in some show prep.
I
for
know.
lunch.
He was like, "Are you driving the BMW today?" I was like, "Oh, forgot. Fucking Sterling comes around on Thursdays."
Oh, man.
So I was gonna do some show prep during my lunch, but
Well,
fuck it. So yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
Big Brother.
By the way,
brother.
I put in the order for the shirts. So you jagoffs that waited, because a lot of our listeners have come to realize they don't write into the show.
Nope.
You know,
They don't care.
they don't care. You don't care about us. And
Yeah.
then I'm selling shirts, and barely anybody hits me up because you guys are a bunch of jagoffs.
Wow.
You know what? I take them not writing in as us. We're probably doing our jobs so good that there's nothing to comment on. It's just
Maybe.
they're
There you go.
perfect. It's just
They
a
don't have any
perfect
complaints.
No.
Obviously,
podcast. The perfect podcast.
because That's one thing. If people have a complaint, they will let you know.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
the first
true.
thing they do.
And there's no complaints. There was that one Rodif, and that's about it.
I know, really.
We set him straight
and the
and we're all
locker
good.
room humor.
That was
Yeah.
way long ago.
That was
That
before we
wasn't
had
one.
this down.
He's been gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he checked out a long time ago. I wrote him back too. Never
Yeah.
heard anything back.
Wow.
Well, we
That
did
cut
say
me deep.
we appreciated his
I did.
constructive criticism.
Definitely.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think so too.
I can dig it.
I almost said it. Can you dig it?
Looks like you did say it.
All right, I have a couple other things on here, but I
Oh.
didn't really do a whole lot of research on them.
Oh, that's okay.
We have T.J. Miller kind of talking shit about
Talking
Silicon Valley. Are you guys watching Silicon Valley?
I haven't. got
I
into it
have
yet.
watched.
You haven't seen any of it?
most
None of it.
Oh.
I
Not
watched
all
it.
of
I watched half of his stand-up special.
What did you think about that?
Didn't like it.
I thought it was all right.
He's like, I'm weird. Okay, my comedy, like what I like in comedy, is out there and weird. He was too weird. Like, I felt like he was trying too hard to be just crazy and off the wall. Like, it almost felt forced.
The whole water thing was weird.
The
Like,
water thing
yeah, I
was
like, all right,
strange.
dude. Stop
And-
pouring water all over yourself. He just keeps pouring water out
Yeah,
on
like
himself the whole time.
The first 10 minutes, he had a bottle of water, he drank, and he was like, and it was all over his
that was
body.
like the first thing he did when he came out. So
Yeah.
he just the entire show.
And he was wearing a suit.
Maybe
just-
it gets a little warm.
It was just strange.
Maybe.
It was just a strange.
I mean, I laughed out loud to some parts, but I wouldn't call it like an amazing show
it was okay.
special.
It was fine.
But
I heard he is really weird though.
Yeah.
But I love him as early.
he's I heard him on a podcast, and he is very
What's a
spiritual.
podcast?
It's a little thing that actually we're doing it right now.
Oh,
It's a podcast.
That was this?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering why this mic was in front of my face.
that guy
He
pet
petted
it.
like-
he was like,
that's how I pet
yeah.
my cats.
I like to stick my hands in my armpits and smell them like this.
But yeah, T.J. Miller, I was listening. He's fucking spiritual. He's like quoting like Nietzsche all the time.
Yeah,
and shit.
he's
like what the fuck.
super big into philosophy
Yeah.
and like
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would
You
I
would
wouldn't
never
expect
think.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Silicon Valley. What do you think about how it's going right now? You like it?
I like
You
it.
still enjoying it?
Yeah, I like that show. You know,
Almost fell off a couple of times.
but I'm sad knowing that he doesn't want to do it anymore because his character is one of my favorites. Like him and Jin Yang, how they
Yeah.
interact with each other. Yeah,
bless you.
he's constantly like, Jin Yang, you owe me this or blah, blah, blah. He's like, what are you doing? And Jin Yang's like, I want more money. And Erlic's like, we don't have it. So he went out and bought a Corvette.
Oh yeah,
And he's yelling at Jin Yang about the Corvette. And then he's like, I don't like this anymore. And he's like, why not? He's like, because I feel like I look like a douchebag. And then Erlic's driving it. And then he pulls up to the stoplight and he's got like an Indiana Jones hat on. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh, man.
I do look like an asshole. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and I want to get into this show, and I feel like the complete opposite and kind of the same is did you ever see *Halt and Catch Fire*?
No.
Because that was it's like the same thing, but it's based in the '80s and it's a drama instead of a comedy.
Okay.
And that I watched the first season of that, and that was amazing. Like it's really good, and it has the guy from Pushing Daisies. If you ever watched that,
No, but I know somebody who worked.
Ronan
on that show.
the Accuser,
Oh yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, he's cool. He's also the
something Lee.
Wasn't he like the Elven King?
Yeah.
in,
And
the
that's
last
I like
Hobbit
that
movie.
show, and I like shows about like the tech world and things like that. And I think I would like it. It's a comedy.
It's funny. My problem with it is that they have this rhythm and they keep following it. Is like the company gets built up and it gets
Sure.
amazing, and then people invest in it and everything falls to
they
shit,
get
and they're
shit.
back on the ground floor, and then they build it back up again, and it's amazing, and then they're back. They
No,
fall
they
back.
have done
they
that.
keep doing that.
They have
and-
the same formula.
So
but
it's like when the zombie apocalypse happens, and you get to a camp, and then it gets overrun, and then you
Exactly.
find a camp, and then it gets overrun, and then you find I don't know, let's say a prison, and then it gets overrun.
But
Yeah.
that part when
exact same
Ehrlich
thing.
says that he could jack everybody off in
Dear.
the room,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
What?
fucking
No, wait.
hilarious.
What about when what's his name, the big time money investor with the Ferrari?
Oh
What
yeah,
did
yeah.
he comes? He's like, why the fuck did you steal my? Why didn't you give me credit for my idea or something? And he pisses into the yellow.
Yeah, he pisses into the yellow Corvette. He's like, "Fuck you." And
TJ Miller comes into the room and he's like, "What do you guys? What's this pissing in a car?" He's like, "Oh no, that's just a saying."
yeah.
He goes, "I'm gonna go piss in somebody's car." Am I using that right? Am I using that? I was fucking dying.
That was super funny. But and I love what is his name? It's the guy that does all the security and he's got the beard. That he always gives Dinesh a hard time.
Oh yeah. I forget his name.
But he is super funny on the
Guilfoyle.
show. Yeah, Guilfoyle. He's super funny in the show, and it was awesome this season when Dinesh became CEO, and he's got his hair all gelled up, and he's
That was like
fucking
2
around.
episodes of him just being the CEO.
Yeah, it was just funny. It was
So
good to see.
he's TJ Miller's now talking shit about this show. He's
Oh, yeah.
out. He's not getting along with people. And at first it was just like, it's my time. I think I'm ready to go on. But as time goes on, he's kind of saying more stuff about it.
Which is kind of shitty because that's where he got his start. He had been in a bunch of other stuff, but that was the biggest role he had.
He had a lot of little oh, here's this guy in the background and has a few lines and that's it. In a whole bunch of different
First thing I
shows.
ever saw him on, and you didn't even really see him. You only saw him for a little bit. You heard him for the whole movie. Cloverfield. He held the camera.
Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
that's
Yeah,
right.
That's where I first recognized
I think
him.
that's probably one of his first things. It has to be.
He calls his moneymaker though Yogi Bear 3D. I didn't even know he was in that. I've never even
I
seen it.
didn't know that.
Didn't either.
But he's been in random stuff, like little cameos here and there.
Right, yeah.
But Silicon Valley was his first big role, and then he got on Deadpool.
Which was great.
yeah, and he
And,
says
you know,
he's
he
gonna
did really
he's gonna
good.
be on the sequel as well.
Yeah, and he's been up climbing, but I don't know. I have a hard time when guys just shit on something, that.
Well, I mean, there's still people doing it. They still need viewers. Like, why do that to somebody? Like, why do that to a whole? That's a lot of people that are employed doing that show. It's like, why are you gonna go and shit on that whole thing because
Well,
you're
burn the
not getting
bridge.
along with one actor on there?
Yeah,
or just not feeling your character anymore.
It's I don't know, and that happens a lot in Hollywood. Like they'll just
Oh, yeah.
do that for dumbass like an argument or I don't like this person. Like, bro, you're lucky to be where you are right now.
Well, that's like The Rock and Vin Diesel. Like, there's all that,
Oh yeah.
that they hate one another.
Did I hear the?
Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Is that Vin Diesel?
That was my Vin Diesel.
All
I
right.
thought that was Vin Diesel.
I don't do many impressions.
doing the Cookie Monster.
I'm Vin Diesel.
Oh, that's yoga.
That was Yoda.
I said yoga. No,
We're off the rails tonight.
I know. I heard that there was supposed to. Have you guys seen 8? Fast and Furious 8?
No.
I haven't seen
I've
it since
checked out.
5.
I heard that there was a cut scene and like a post-credit scene that had to do with The Rock and Jason
Statham.
and Vin Diesel said that ain't happening.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but I heard it on another podcast, and I was like, well, that could cause a rift between the two, because
sure.
they
Oh,
were
yeah.
like fucking irritated with each other.
And that's the thing is like it's hard for me to just imagine like who's the asshole because everything I see The Rock in, he just seems like the coolest guy ever.
He does, man. He looks like
Period.
he could be scary and cool at the same time.
Yeah.
The only flack he's getting right now is Baywatch.
And even that, it's just like
It's a fucking Baywatch. What did you expect?
I
But
bet
that's
you
what
they
I
had-
think's funny is why would he get flack for that movie? Like, did you really think that movie was going to be good?
that movie's not winning any Academy Awards. It was. I bet they all had a blast making that film.
Yeah, they
like
probably did.
Oh, yeah.
it looks just fun. Like they had a lot of fun doing it. But yeah,
So you're telling me I can, do a movie on the beach. I get to film a movie on the beach with a bunch of hot
with
girls.
somebody Daddario, whatever.
Oh my, Alexandria
Come
or
on.
Alexandra.
No, man.
True Detective season 1.
You can't claim her. You've
Man.
already claimed too many.
I've got a list going. Yeah.
So does that mean Gal Gadot drops off? Your...
No. The
Wow.
list includes right now. I would say
man.
maybe Gal Gadot, Jennifer Lawrence, Scarlett Johansson,
Yep.
and who were we just talking about?
Was Daddario.
Yeah, from Baywatch.
I don't watch a whole lot of her, so I don't really know her personality.
I don't
'cause
either.
So I can't quite put her on the list quite yet. So
Okay.
I just know her from True Detective
There's some
season
open
1,
spots
episode
there.
1.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Boom.
You know what I've been rewatching? I don't know why I felt like
Animaniacs.
bringing this up.
I feel like we're like 3 conversations
It's fine.
out from
Don't worry
something.
about
That's
it.
okay.
Oh,
We
yeah,
started with
we're-
TJ Miller, and now
Oh, yeah.
whatever he's going to talk about, that's where we ended up.
No, actually, we don't need to talk
No,
about
no.
it because it's a way old show, and
And-
I am obsessed with it. It still holds up.
Trailer Park.
Animaniacs.
No, Seinfeld.
Oh.
I've been
What about
rewatching it again.
yeah?
It still holds up.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I think it's funny just kind of hearing like them talk and their banter back and forth. I feel like it's sometimes when we all get together and it's just awkward, weird like conversations and shit.
Do you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Oh God, yes,
Yeah.
it's coming back for another season.
That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
show that I was kind of thinking about getting into. Because
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it either.
No.
It's pretty much Seinfeld but R-rated,
Yeah,
See,
and
I-
it's
that sounds
based
good.
around.
I've
Larry
heard
David.
from, not you, but I've heard from other Seinfeld fans that it's not as good as Seinfeld.
Really?
I think it is.
But
You-
Seinfeld is like a whole different thing.
It's different because what's different about Seinfeld was the surrounding cast. Is really good. And here, the surrounding cast is good. There's this guy Funkhauser that I am obsessed with. But like it's pretty much because Larry David's character on Seinfeld was really George Costanza. He was supposed to be George, but he was so much older than the rest of them that it really wouldn't have fit the demographic. So they picked up the guy that plays George Costanza instead.
Yeah.
And so what's funny is in Curb at one point, because NBC has always asked them, hey, do a reunion show.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, no, well, this was his way of doing it, but not really doing it. So they brought back every single character,
On Curb?
Jerry, and all them in season 6. And that whole season is 10 episodes, and it's got the whole cast in it. It's got Kramer, it's got Elaine, it's got all of them, and they're all bringing it back like they're making a reunion show.
How
and
long
it's them
had
making it?
Seinfeld been over at that point?
Man, years.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
already?
this only happened 4 or 5 years ago. This season,
How did you feel about the ending of Seinfeld?
I mean,
They all end up in jail, right? Is that what happens?
The Good Samaritan Law or whatever.
something I
Yeah.
forgot. I have to rewatch it.
A lot of people don't like that finale, but it was from what I remember it was fine. It wasn't
Yeah.
horrible.
I'm excited. I'm in season 3, but I put it on in the background, and it's just funny. It still makes me laugh. But there's a baseball player who plays for the Dodgers. I can't remember his name right now, but he got traded from the Mets.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, it feels good. Now when I lose, it doesn't hurt as bad. And the guy's like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, well, Jerry Seinfeld's a huge Mets fan. He's like, every time I would lose, I would feel Jerry Seinfeld was angry at me. And one of the players that's 21 was like, who's Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
And everybody on the team just started ripping him. Was like, how do you not know who
funny.
Jerry Seinfeld
Oh.
is? So I thought that was pretty funny.
Man, you know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for after the show when Manny has to put the description of this show
I
in.
have no idea.
You know it's going to be like the most generic. Like,
Well,
no, who reads that shit?
Nobody. Well,
I've seen people put
I do.
paragraphs
Yeah.
of.
Oh,
I'm like,
super
might as
long.
well just create a blog.
Yeah.
Just do it in a blog. And you're like,
Well, it's like, okay, here's
A
the description of our
word-by-word
show.
description.
Now you don't have to listen because you just read
that's
about the
kinda
whole
what I
show.
thought. Why am I going to like just with detail describe our podcast?
Oh, yeah.
It's like doesn't. It just
Well, a
doesn't
lot
make
of people
sense.
ask me, well, are you guys more informational? And I'm like, we're a mixture of
Yeah.
both.
Opinionated. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
About
But,
whether or not we should fart in a public restroom.
Jeremy at work, one of the guys who works in the warehouse, he's like, what do you guys talk about? And he's like, I didn't realize how nerdy you were. And I was like, man, on the show, yeah, we talk about nerd stuff, but I was like, man, I talked about when I pooped in a woman's restroom. And he's like,
Perfect.
you talk about that kind of stuff? It sounds awesome.
Yeah, we talk about everything.
So,
Well, that's
like,
remember
we're all over
we,
the
we had
board.
that conversation like 3 months ago. One of my friends on Facebook was like, "Hey, so what's your show about?" And it was right after that show,
that
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, "Well, we talk about nerdy stuff and poop."
yeah.
We brought that up last time, too. One of the guys, Jeremy.
The same
From
Jeremy.
work.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
no, a different Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about Super Nintendo and stuff. We were posting about it on Facebook, and he has this weird freaking device
Oh,
that's connected to his computer
An
or
emulator.
to his TV, and he can play all his Super Nintendo
it's
games.
it's a emulator on like a USB stick or something. Or
I want it. Dude.
well, he also
There-
has.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, he also has an old arcade box. So like it has the joysticks and everything. And he put a monitor in it, and he has a computer set up, and with all the emulators, and he has the joysticks and everything.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty awesome.
So they're coming out with the Super Nintendo Classic right now.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw that.
And I don't know if I'm that interested. I'm
I
a
am.
little bummed that I didn't go for the NES
Me
one
too.
that they've discontinued already, and it's going for like $400 on
See,
eBay.
I want the Super Nintendo one because that's
Super Mario
where
Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers, Super Punch Out, Super
Well,
Metroid.
I guess the difference is that I have a Super Nintendo with with some of those games.
I do. The only game I can never find is Super Punch Out.
By the way,
That was at the con, but that was yeah at WizardCon. They had a game booth. I almost bought Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo.
Why did I not see Super
didn't
Punch
see it
Out?
either.
And-
For Super Nintendo?
for Super Nintendo? You're because the original Punch Out was on regular.
Yeah, I
Nintendo.
want Super Punch Out.
They
on
had
Super
Super Punch Out there, and I'd
Nintendo.
never
Where the
played
fuck
it.
did I see it?
I didn't see
You
that
didn't see?
booth.
Yeah, there was a booth with a shitload of used video games. They had a Super Nintendo section. Robin and
Fuck,
I
I
thumbed
would've
through all of
totally
them,
bought that.
and I was
God
like, "Should I
damn
get it? Should I get Mortal Kombat? I don't have Mortal Kombat, and that's kind of a classic."
Street
Yeah.
Fighter's dope.
Street,
I
they had
have Mortal
Street Fighter
Kombat.
2.
I can come over. I got Mortal Kombat.
I still have your NBA Jam.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I could
But
keep it nice
you know
and
what's
safe. You
so-
know it's
Hey,
safe.
yeah, that is one thing.
Unless
I
the
don't ever
house
worry
burns
about my
down, your shit is safe.
So
But
the-
you probably got some crazy ass insurance that would get it all back.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
that's a thing. So the original the NES one was like $40, I think, when
Yes.
it came out. If
Fit
you bought
about
it,
$50. Yeah.
if you bought it on Amazon. This one is 80, I believe.
Okay.
Because they know.
And it comes with Star Fox, and it comes with a
Ooh.
previously unreleased Super Nintendo game, Star Fox 2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Google
Manny,
it.
please tell me you're going to get it.
I
'cause
might have to get that.
want
That's
it.
$80 is not that much money.
No.
I might just drop the $80 for this, but
Because
now
then
have
I
to
can
go
come over and
fight for
play.
it.
I want
to have, I don't know why this sounds really weird, but I've been wanting to have like a slumber party type
Oh, man.
where we just
need
play video games all night and just, because I thought it'd be really funny if we like had this kind of like bullshit of
can I
like
wear my
hanging out
onesie?
all night
Yeah.
and playing video games and shit and just kind of kick on the mics to see what kind of comes
Yeah,
out
we
of the
should.
night. And I think it'd be kind of funny just to see.
I've been waiting to do something like that, like a social thing where I can just take the mics and just set them up and then just talk.
See what comes out.
Yeah, what comes out of everybody.
Who comes out of everybody?
Did
Hey-o.
you did you see that? I'm sorry, we're way. all
Don't
over the
worry.
place.
Just
But
say
there's just
it.
like things coming up. Did you see that MMA fighter that shit on herself?
Oh
No.
Yes.
Was that a couple weeks ago or last
It was
weekend?
last week
Was it a
or some-
fight?
oh,
I wasn't paying attention to this one. I don't know a lot about the two people that are fighting, the two chicks.
I don't know
But
either.
one,
Oh.
she shit on herself while she was fighting.
Did it come down her leg?
It was all
It
over
was
the
all
place.
over the fucking floor and everything. I think they still kept fighting.
Yeah,
I would.
they did.
They didn't
They
stop.
kept fighting.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stop.
Right.
That's
Never heard of
That's
that before.
fucking gr-
But
I could
I
see
mean-
like I've seen like marathon runners or triathlons.
Yeah,
like
wear
they,
diapers and
they
stuff.
yeah, because I've seen them like shit on themselves and like they're barely making it to the finish line. They got shit all over themselves. But like, damn, it's like that is some determination.
That, can you imagine being the other fighter rolling around in their feces? Nope.
At what point do you go? This is shit.
Yeah.
She
I'm
just
out.
shit all over us.
I'm out.
Yeah.
She
wins.
Hey, she won. She beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, that she certainly did. Oh my god, that was awful.
Ugh, that's so gross.
oh,
All right. Well, the other stuff that I have on my list, I didn't do any research for, so I know nothing about it. I
that's
just
okay.
have them on here.
Maybe I know something.
Tremors TV show.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, leave it alone.
Kevin Bacon's coming back
What? All right, never mind. I'm back on board.
for the show.
Wow.
So
Because I love.
Well, he did
me
the
some
following.
Kevin
He's
Bacon.
done TV.
Oh, fuck that. By the way, another Kevin Bacon thing that I'm pissed that's coming back, and I'm a little nervous about it, was Flatliners.
oh, I heard about that. They're bringing. Is that a show too, or is that
No,
a movie?
it's a movie, but I'm a little nervous because Flatliners was a phenomenal movie. And it was in that era of the 90s where it's weird and kind of creepy and dark.
What's his name? What's the actor's name?
Kevin Bacon.
He's in it, and then the other Lost Boys guy,
Oh,
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
oh, I was gonna say Corey Feldman.
Oh, both
No.
Corys actually.
Oh
They're
yeah,
both in it.
Corey Haim is still dead, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
But I just don't know, dude. I'm like, I love that movie for how it is. And now they're,
I haven't-
rebooting it.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
I love that movie.
I've got to watch it again.
Never seen it.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
I might have to borrow that from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to watch that.
I keep getting distracted by Will Ferrell's face.
I know on IMDb's
Yeah,
page,
he's just like so big.
Manny's internet again.
picking his nose.
Yep.
Sorry, this is
dear.
not good radio.
What are you doing?
You know, I have a guilty pleasure
Oh,
that I listened to today. And I'm really hoping people reach out to me either for hatred or to say that they listen to him as well.
okay.
But I might have listened to some Weird Al Yankovic today.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Didn't he just come out with something new recently, or is he
I
coming?
don't. I was listening to his old stuff like in 3D
yeah.
and like I Love Rocky Road, Amish Paradise, like just bringing
really
back
good.
the classics.
Eat it.
Because I was talking to my brother and he's like, "Who doesn't like Weird Al?" And I was thinking about it, like UHF. Did you ever see that
I
movie
never saw it. No.
that he did? I own that too. But Stanley Spadowski is the guy that plays Kramer. He's in it. And it's just a real funny movie, but it brought me back to being a kid because the first album I ever bought was his Food album. By Weird
Oh yeah,
Al.
we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny, so
Nice.
I'll probably get a lot of hate.
Why? I think
Because I think a lot of
I
people
think-
don't like Weird Al.
See, I think a lot of people do. That's the point. Like
But it's like a
everybody.
guilty pleasure that nobody talks about.
Exactly.
I was never into him like that. I mean, I enjoyed when he did the
Another
Eat It
one rides a bus.
and Amish Paradise, but I don't think I ever
Another
like
one rides the
listened
bus.
to it like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to listen to some music. Let's put on some Weird Al. And I never ever was like, I never did that.
I just think it was so unique and so fun. Like Another One Rides the Bus. Like I started listening to that and it made me laugh. Or the Star Wars saga. That one's super funny. I don't know.
Aren't you into him? No. Yeah.
No, I'm the same. I don't like. I like him, but I would never go out. Like I would never. Like, oh, I want to listen to Weird Al
Yeah.
right now. Like Tenacious D, I would listen to Tenacious D just randomly.
Well,
but,
like what I thought was funny is I had a Zune.
oh,
Yeah, that's right. Star-Lord. You can call me that.
Google it.
It was on Guardians. Everybody's
know,
going to
but
know what it is now.
No, not they'll know what that is, but they won't really know.
So I knew I used to work with this guy Doug, total like mountain man, lived up in the
Flannel shirts.
like lived up in the mountains. He had like dogs. He bear hunted, like just a man, rugged beard and shit. So I'll never forget me and him were working together, riding in the truck, and I have my Zune, and he's like, "Let me see what you got." And I listen to rock and a little bit of rap, but mainly rock. And he goes, "Shut the fuck up. I can't believe you have this." And I'm like, what the fuck is he going to pick? And he puts on Weird Al. And we were jamming out, singing all the classics.
That's funny.
And it made me laugh because it's like somebody like that you would never guess. And he's like, "Man, dude, I used to love Weird Al as a kid."
Oh yeah.
And I just thought that was kind of funny that, everybody, I feel like, kind of listened to him. Maybe not huge fans, but I was a
No,
big
and
fan
I'm
as a
not
kid.
hating on him. I did enjoy Amish Paradise and Eat It, but that was because I was into the Coolio song, Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, I
And
love
So I
Gangster's
liked the whole
Paradise.
twist on it. Or
My
I was a huge
My
Michael.
Bologna.
Yeah.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, so I was like, "This is funny because I know where it's coming from." So
I actually like My Bologna pretty. I like My Bologna a lot. Actually,
Yeah, that's a great song.
that's a good one.
But Another One Rides the Bus.
My
I love
Bologna.
that. Yeah. But I was just funny. My brother was talking about it, and I went and listened to like 2 of his albums today, and it just made me laugh.
nice.
Way to go.
You remember the time that you used to go, "Hey, let me look at your iPod.
Yeah.
You got some good stuff on there.
Yeah, I remember.
You want to check my iPod out?"
Yeah. And that's what's funny is I remember when Manny first started, I wanted to be like, "Can I have all your music on
When we
your
first met, yeah,
iPod?"
my iPod was like gargantuan.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait,
and-
you had a big iPod, like a
What
bigger
was
one?
on it? 70 gigs.
That's pretty good.
No, wasn't it a
70 gigs.
120 though?
No, I'm saying there was 70 gigs of music,
Yeah.
solid music in there. Just it was a 120 though.
And he bought a little stereo. We would have it plugged in, and it was just fun of being like, "What are you gonna put on next?" And now that you have Spotify, you have everything at your
I know,
fingertips.
Spotify is amazing.
I don't have Spotify.
love
I know
Spotify.
somebody was asking me like, "Hey, what do you like? Can you
Well-
hook me up with some gym mixes?" And so I'm like sending them songs, and I'm like, "Why don't you just get Spotify and you can follow my list?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I probably should." And then my sister hit me up the other day, and she's like, "Man, dude, I've been hitting your playlist lately." And she's like, "I've been finding gems." So it's been giving me this boost of confidence
Nice.
that I've been trying to go out and find new stuff.
I almost signed up because I have Spotify regular, but I don't have
Yeah, they're free.
Spotify premium. And they were doing like 3 months for $9.99 a month.
Oh, nice.
It was like I guess that's a deal.
Or what you can do is you can do the family plan where it's $15 a month and you can have 5 people. So you can maybe split it up with some people
There it is.
because that's what we do.
I listen to my Spotify probably 2 to 3 times a day. Now that my new job allows me to just play it at work, so I get a lot of use out of my Spotify.
Oh, me too. It's constantly on when I'm at the gym, when we're just at home cleaning, in the car. I mean,
Sponsored by Spotify, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
No, not really.
No.
We're not
But,
even on Spotify.
And
No,
I
we're
like
not.
that you can, I go into Manny's playlist when I feel I'm getting sick of my own. I found some golden gems.
Nice.
Oh.
Robin likes my workout mix.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, she listens to it all the time. All right, well, is that all we got?
I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes.
Right.
They can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
One?
One.
Yes.
Just one.
Just one.
They can email the show at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
That's
And
correct.
the best part, and I have heard no feedback, which really pisses me off from all you sidekicks, is nobody said anything about the website.
Well, there's not a whole lot going on. We
I
don't
know.
even have photos of ourselves. It's just
it looks pretty.
It's pretty.
I think it looks pretty, but I haven't heard anything from any sidekicks being like, man, it looks cool, or even gotten an email from the website yet.
Well, my plan is, hopefully by this weekend, is have a really beefy events page,
Oh,
so that
yeah.
whenever
Beefy.
anybody wants to know,
Yeah.
Harumph.
Big and beefy.
they want to know when a movie's coming out, when a show's going to start, when a con's going to go on, anything that you think we're going to be into is going to be on this events page, so that whenever you think, man, when is that going to happen? I bet you the Hardly Heroes know.
I bet they know. I
Yeah.
bet they're going.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's the hardlyheroes.com.
Boom. And iTunes, guys. Rate and review, please. 5 stars.
It's been a while, guys. Come on.
I know we haven't gotten any.
Since the 7th.
It's the best way to grow the show. Please and thank you. 5 stars. Write a review. Or not. Just put 5 stars. I don't care. Just do it.
Yeah.
Be like Nike.
Be like Nike. Just do it.
Just do it.
I like it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Disclaimer, they don't know shit.
You guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.